My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Made for Love. I am a social scientist and a psychic medium, and today we are doing a reading called What Advice Are They Getting About You? So, in order to do this reading, what we're going to do, we're going to establish one, if your person's getting advice about you, two, how many people are giving this advice and whether it's advice is solicited or unsolicited, and then we're going to look at how many people and who these people are, because I'm going to pick here from Magic Calabash. And in the extended, we're going to look at what advice are they getting about the third party, if that is pertinent to your situation. So before we get into the establishing how many and if they are, let's look at your person's energy, generally, then the energy towards you, and then we're going to get into the nitty gritty. So I'm going to go in with the Divine Animals Oracle first, and then we move from there. So let's see, we're establishing a foundation for the reading. Let's look at your person's energy. Ooh, what's this? We have the elephant never forgets. Okay, anyway, all right, let's see what's going on. I already saw the bottom, so I'll do it again. All right, what do we have here? We have the honeybee, and that's somebody hard at work. And it says here what? Reciprocity. So somebody wants to give back. They want to engage in some sort of sustainable relationship. And this is someone that is very much integrated with the land, the earth, and in symbiotic harmony with the earth. That's beautiful. Kind of King of Pentacles energy. I know he's the most dependable king, but he's also the most feminine king because he nurtures and protects. Okay. All right, let's see this person's energy generally. Let's get this one. Generally, we have the peregrine dragon, and it says here, what the hell is that word? Why do I write these bloody things so small? Anyway, it looks like a regeneration. Okay, so it's almost like a phoenix energy rising out of the ashes. But it's also talking about like taming their own dragon, taming their own fears, and moving forward, because this is a card number 25, and 25 reaches to 7, which is the chariot, and that's moving forward with your life and following your intuition as well. It's exactly what pushes you forward. It is your intuition. So this is someone who they're trying to make a comeback. They're trying to make a comeback. The old them is dead. The old them is dead. They are rising out of a difficult circumstance after probably losing just about everything, and certainly after an ego death. And they are trying to move forward with their life, and they're trying to decide who is going to come with them. Who's going to come with them? Let's see their energy towards you. Let's get this one. We have here the beaver, and it says work, right? So they know they can't be playing the fool like before. They got to put in the work here. And this is also the energy of Nine of Pentacles, because it's a card number 27, which reduced to 9, and it's beaver energy, so it's the earth. So this is Nine of Pentacles energy. So they also see as someone who is very independent as well, and someone that works hard. Okay. You're not afraid of hard work. Someone who's very grounded, connected to the earth, connected to the land, and they want to be like you. Remember that energy underneath the deck was that energy of the beekeeper. Okay. um that regeneration energy. No, it wasn't regeneration. No, reciprocity energy. So this is someone, they're no longer interested in extrapolating resources from you, from the earth, from anybody that they're with. They are about giving back and being as sustainable as possible, because whatever works for the earth also works for all the relationships in our life, especially our relationships with people, or relationships with money, finances, whatever it is. It all pivots on sustainability. Okay, giving and receiving in equal measure. All right, now let's ask spread. Is your person getting an advice? And before I can even ask the question, they're saying yes, right? Your person is getting advice about you. Is it from one person, two persons, three persons, four or more? And Spirit saying it's three persons that are giving this advice. All right, so let's look at person one. So I'm gonna lift it up here, just a little higher than my eyes, and you might see first what I pick. All right, so this calabash, magic calabash, has a bunch of chits with person's name. So let's see. All right, so they're getting advice from a co-worker about you, right? So they, I don't. Let's ask the spirit. Spirit, is this solicited or unsolicited advice? This is unsolicited advice about you. So they didn't ask for this person's opinion, but they're giving it anyway. All right, let's see. Spirit, tell us a little bit about the energy of this person generally. And we have the jackal, and it says here truth. So this is a truth speaker, right? A straight talker. Whether you want to hear it or not, they're gonna give it to you, right? So someone kind of opinionated, but you know what? I don't get anything malicious behind that. Okay, I think this is just someone that is convicted in their truth or in the truth as they see it, and they're gonna let you know. Let's see their energy towards you. We have the lioness protection. Okay. Um, this is a very strong personality. A deeply spiritual and protected being. So I get a lot of respect off of this card. They see you as very wise, very nurturing, but not someone to fuck with. Okay. I think that they have a pretty good measure of you. Now let's ask Spirit, what is the advice that your person is getting from this person about you? Underneath the deck here, we have spilled tea, secrets exposed, gossip is spreading, leaked information. Okay, I think this person might be very concerned about protecting your person from gossip, from scandal. And they're warning your person if they continue to mess around with this relationship, it's going to cause a lot of drama in their life. But let's see. We have here false alarm, exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events, much ado about nothing. But what I'm getting is that this person is raising the alarm. And basically, they're letting your person know um, what could possibly play out in this situation if this situation is not handled appropriately or if they don't treat you fairly. Okay, so this person is raising the alarm here, right? And one of the things that they're concerned about is your person's reputation and your reputation being harmed by people speculating about your relationship. Okay, let's pull some cards on this and let's see what's going on. It says false alarm, but I don't get that. Especially with the card that was underneath the deck. I get this person is raising the alarm. And we have here, this is the Seven of Swords. All right, let's see what's going on. Now, Seven of Swords is not necessarily deception, although we do read it like that. It can talk about strategy. So I think they're trying to tell the person, you got to be more strategic here. We have here thoughts. This is the moon in reverse. We have here the lovers. We have here the hermit. And we have, it says intuition, but it's a bonus card in this deck. They're telling your person it's time to take some time out. Okay, maybe your person is going on vacation or something like that, and they're telling your person you need to use that vacation time wisely and come up with an immediate strategy for sorting out this situation. You have a dream, you have intuitive guidance that you want to follow. But that intuitive guidance is not going to do very well unless you have a very grounded strategic plan in how to sort out the situation. They're telling a person you can't continue to juggle two situations, or you can't continue to straddle or be indecisive about your relationship with viewer, you. Okay, it's time to sort it out. It's time to make a choice, right? And face the consequences. They're telling the person, either way you take this, there are going to be consequences, right? So you have to take time and figure out if you are willing to make the sacrifices that are necessary for this relationship. But your time for playing the field, for being indecisive, is over. If you continue to do that, this whole situation is going to blow up in your face. That's basically what I tell you. But it's going to blow up in your face. View is not someone to mess with, right? You're going to lose it all. They're also telling your person that you're very perceptive, and any false move, you are going to end things. So they better think long and hard about what their next move is going to be. Let's see who's the next person that is giving advice. A lot of them want to jump out. Okay, let's see who this person is. We have a best friend, and it's someone who is female in body. All right, let's see what this best friend. Let's see if this is solicited or unsolicited. Spirit, is this solicited or unsolicited advice? This is solicited advice. All right, let's see. Let's tap into the energy of this person. Okay, so the energy generally is the chameleon. Alrighty. All right, so what I'm getting from this, this is someone who switches up, and they switch up depending on the company, the moment, the situation. It's not someone who has a strong sense of their own identity, but they become very meshed with whoever they're interacting with in the moment. Okay. So they just follow the crowd, and they follow the crowd because they don't want to be criticized. They don't want to be ostracized. They want to belong so badly. Okay. And if they have to lie, change up who they are, present a different side of themselves in order to belong, to be accepted, that's exactly what they're going to do. So that's the lens through which this advice that they're giving your person is coming from, right? Toe the line, toe the line. If you don't toe the line, people are going to judge you. People are going to talk about you. People are going to abandon you, right? So they are projecting their own issues on your person and on the situation. So I want you to be careful about that, right? This is the chameleon, right? They switch up. All right, their energy towards you is the tiger. Oh, hands off. Hands off, okay? They think they're in some sort of adversarial situation with you. They view you as competition, and they are going to viciously and vigorously defend their post, their role, their position in your person's life. So what I'm getting right away is that this is someone that has a crush on, or is in love with, or maybe is even in a relationship with, or in some sort of situationship with your person. Okay, so they have some sort of romantic connection going on. Whether it's one sided or it's reciprocated, I don't know. We can ask Spirit. Spirit, is this some sort of romantic connection? Spirit saying yes. Is it one sided or is it reciprocated? It's a one sided thing. So they have been in love with your person for a long time, right? And here you come along and you're basically taking your person's attention. So they are defending their territory. Let's see what they are telling your person or what advice they're giving your person about you. So they are person's confidant, right? So they have a lot of ammunition that they can use against you. We have side piece, right? And it says here secret romance, hidden affairs, being second choice, only late night calls. So listen. You see this fling that you have going on. You need to end it. Okay. Know that this person, they don't have what it takes to go the distance. That's basically what they're telling a person. They're not going the distance. This is just an infatuation. Okay. And eventually it's all going to come to the fore. So you just end it now before it causes a lot of drama in your life. So they are basically telling a person there's nothing to this. This is just lust, this is just infatuation, and it now it's not worth the drama. Let's put some cards on it, but that's what I'm getting. So they're telling a person, listen, they have their place. Their place is side piece. They're not the main event. So just leave them alone. We have here faith. It's an extra card in this deck. We have choice. A lot of fish in the sea. That's what they're telling a person. There's a lot of fish in the sea. You have your choice of people. You don't have to stay here. The sage. Be wise. And we have the death card. Okay. And that's as I was telling you. End this thing. In fact, cut this thing off before it even develops. Okay? Nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. That's what they're telling a person. Nip this shit in the bud. Okay? Um, you have your pick of people that you can choose from, and you need to choose wisely. And this person is not going to be the best choice. There's also something here about um you and maybe your beliefs running contra to their religious or spiritual beliefs. There's something like that that's also coming through as well. So they're basically telling your person that you're not a fit. There's something about you guys' ideologies that clash, and maybe objectively so. Maybe objectively so when people look, there's something about your ideologies that clash, whether that is political ideologies, spiritual ideologies, religious ideologies, or societal norms, mores, whatever it is. There's something about the way that you guys look at the world that's very different, like objectively, right? And they're saying that you guys aren't compatible. That's what they're telling your person. You guys are not compatible. I'm hearing the word unevenly yoked. Unevenly yoked. That's the word. That's the words I'm hearing. You're unevenly yoked, and they're telling your person, nip this shit in the bud. It is just an infatuation. It cannot go the distance. It does not have what's required for a long-term relationship. End it. End it. And they're here secretly in love with your person. Let's see who else is giving your person advice. In the extent, I'm going to look at who's your person actually listening to. Oh my gosh, I'll ask that question. Okay, let's see. We have an ancestor that is coming through. Um, what generation is that? Generations 5 to 8. And it's a female ancestor. 5 to 8 is what? Okay, we have mother, grandmother, great grandmother, great great grandmother, great grandmother. All right, let's see what this great 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 grandmother is saying. All right, their energy generally. So there's some sort of ancestor that's working with your person at this time, and they too have something to say. Spirit, is this solicited or unsolicited advice? Spirit says unsolicited advice. So let's have a look. And we have here the jaguar. Um, and it says here release. Now this feels like a person is going through some sort of rebirth process, and they are here to help your person through this. You know, it reminds me of like, those rites of passage or some sort of initiation, um, where people may have either gone off in the wilderness, or like in our religion, indigenous religion, you go on what we call the mourning ground, where you basically you fast for a certain amount of days, and during that time in seclusion, and during that time there's someone, and usually an elder, that will be with you, that will make sure that you get enough water, at least enough water, and will help you, will help basically like anchor your spirit whilst you go off on this journey to find what is your life purpose, and to unveil whatever spiritual gifts that you may have. This feels like that kind of energy to me, like a person is being initiated, and they are like the nursemaid during this process, right? So that's the role that they are playing in your person's life right now, as your person releases the ego, as your person releases the things that don't serve them, the people that don't serve them. So let's see this ancestor's energy towards you. Let's get this card. Their energy towards you is the rhino. And what does it say here? And it says here, moderation. All right. Answer card number 32, which reduces to 5. And 5 is the Hierophant. It is the teacher. So they see you as your person's greatest teacher, and you are your person's greatest teacher, because you are teaching your person moderation. It looks like your person lived their life in the extremes, and you are here as, I'm going to say, karmic partner, but it's not karmic partner like how we read karmic partners in the tarot. Karmic partner meaning you are here to teach your person a lesson about moderation and not living life on the extremes. You're here to teach your person balance. That's how I see you. So they see you as a kind of catalyst partner for your person. And apparently, you're doing a great job, because your person is going through this release exercise as we speak. So they're here as your person's spiritual nursemaid as they go through this change. All right, now let's ask Spirit, what is the advice that this great, great, great grandmother is giving to your person? Why did I shuffle the deck? Well, maybe we needed fresh energy. All right. What is the advice that they're giving this person about you? And we have status upgrade, right? So this great, great, great grandmother is seeing you as an upgrade in your person's life, someone that can elevate your person, someone that can help your person um, in the evolutionary process. Someone they see you as a prize, right? A prize, right? A reward. Okay, that's how they're seeing you. It says here status upgrade, new achievements, improve social standing, lifestyle elevation, the next level. So this ancestor sees you as the next level in your person's life, as a person that is in your person's next chapter. Okay, something that they're meant to work towards and be and make such changes in their life that they're finally worthy of you. You are the end game. This is how this ancestor sees it. You are the end game. You are the upgrade. You are the level up in your person's life, and that they need to be heading towards you. All right, let's pull some extra cards, but self-explanatory. You are the status upgrade. You are the level up. Okay, we have here, look at this white dragon. Card number one. You are the new beginning. You are the fresh start in love. You are the beginning of their spiritual journey. You are the magician. You are love. Cut all the emotion in this card. They're also telling your person that a missed opportunity in you, with you, is going to cause a lot of grief and a lot of regret in their life. They're reminding your person that they love you. The King of Water, they love you. And that love is real. It's not any infatuation. It's real. And this was how it was always meant to be. This they're telling your person, this is the plan. So this is what this ancestor is doing. They are unveiling divine plan to your person. This is what was agreed upon. This is the contract. This is what is meant to happen. That you guys are meant to be together. It is written. This is what this ancestor is saying. It is written, the scribe. It is written. This love, this connection, it is meant to be. This is the next step on their evolutionary journey. So in the extended, we're going to look and see what advice is your person getting about the third party and from whom. So we'll go back in Magic Calabash. Then we're going to look at who they're actually listening to. Who are they actually listening to at this time, and what's the advice they're getting from that person? If you're not able to join me in the extended, this is Spirit's message for you. Oh, Spirit, a message for viewer. We have the lovers. And this is a guarantee by Spirit. And what this guarantee is that all is going to be well and divine order will be established. This is a card number 29, which reduces to 11. And that's a justice card, right? So all unfair games will be played over. That is a guarantee from Spirit. Divine order will be established. All right, what Spirit's advice to you at this time? We have old wounds. And it's this is also another card, number 11. There's like 56 reduced to 11. So we have 11, 11. So maybe we're tapping into your twin flame today. And what they're saying is that your person and also you guys have old wounds that need to be balanced, that need to be healed because it's blocking you guys from having the loving relationship that you guys have the potential to have. And Spirit is saying that the wounds in your person, right? The wounds in your person causes them to push you away, right? To push you away. And the wounds within you cause you to hold on too tightly and to be too attached, right? Spirit saying the balance must be struck here. You're also painted here as the overgiver. Whilst they guard their heart, there must be reciprocity. Okay? Right? So everything must happen in equal measure for this thing to work. So all wounds need to be healed, and you have to identify what those old wounds are. And also give and receive, give and receive. If you're not receiving, then you don't give. Right? Step back. All right, my love, so that was your reading. I hope that was helpful.